Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with the Morning Dew Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on March 22nd, 2021. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Dew, where we look at space weather, world weather, earthquakes, volcanoes, anything that is affecting humanity. Prayers to you all, and our sun is back. SDO is back up and running. Looking here at the most recent last 48 hours of incoming imagery. We do now have two sunspots cresting, as well Earth-facing sunspot, which led out a c.m.e. yesterday, as well a large plasma filament. You can see their large plasma tsunami wave stretching across the southern hemisphere of the sun, as well that large coronal hole getting ready to leave. And a couple more forming here along the equator, which will be Earth-facing in the next day or so. Looking here at another light, just looking at the event from yesterday, c.m.e, and as well a plasma filament eruption. And we did have some intense solar winds smacking us as we documented yesterday, but something I wanted to show you here, the most intense winds here, a little bit of a vacuum happening from those very rapid solar winds. Looking here at the pressure. You see that? Wow. Vacuum of space. Amazing stuff. So now we're looking here. This is the most recent magnetosphere images, and we are steady at about 500 kilometers per second and varying. We'll have a look at our real-time solar wind. As you can see here, 543 kilometers per second after being up over 600 kilometers per second for a couple days there. And you can see we are at a k.p index of 1 right now after being smacked by the solar winds. Looking at our Schumann resonance for today, 35, but this SR449, I'm not really sure. That large spike there, I think, might have something to do with it. But a quality power of 490. Amplitude power of 37. That's pretty strange. Schumann resonance for today. Let's have a look at earthquakes last 24 hours. We're going to start out here, most recent in Greece, 4.7. And as well a 4.3 reported earlier today. Across the Indian plate into China, 5.0. As well a 4.5, 10 kilometer depth. Quiet through Japan today and the trench. But Indonesia, moving northward to Philippines, seeing some minor quakes there today. As well the Fiji, Kermadec Islands seeing some quakes today. And as well Lavuku, Fiji. This is our deepest earthquake today, 548 kilometer depth. As well into New Zealand, 5.0 and a 5.1 recorded there north of New Zealand. Hawaii quieting down today, one lonely 2.6 to report. As well as still some aftershocks there, Kamchatka and Russia. Seismicity increasing through Alaska here, 4.3 Pedro's Bay, Alaska. And seeing some increased activity through North American plate as well. Through California and Parkland, California. And as well, White City, New Mexico, still seeing these quakes. And they've been, for the last month now or so, been almost daily. As well through Oklahoma, 3.3 reported, and as well a 2.5, Ratcliffe City. Down into Mexico here, 4.3. And as well a 4.6. Guatemala. 5.1 reported here in Colombia. Down into South America, San Antonio de los Cobros, Argentina, 4.5. Some deep earthquakes through South America today. Watch northward through Peru. As well, 4.4 there, Chile. Quiet Antarctic plate. Quiet through Iceland as they're seeing some release from that large eruption. Let's have a look at the last 7 days for earthquakes. Still seeing some deep elevated rings across the continents right now. Quiet through the Eurasian plate. Quiet through Cascades. Have not seen a quake there quite some time. And that's the last 7 days for earthquakes from around the world. Have a plan and be ready, folks, for anything. Let's have a look at our Pacific Disaster Center for the most recent volcanoes being updated. As well, looking at satellite imagery over the United States, as you guys do have some intense weather moving in as we speak tonight and throughout the day tomorrow as it moves eastward. So Reventador, Pacaya, Fuego, Rung, Suisinajima, Sabancaya in Peru, Dakono, Indonesia, Sinabung, Indonesia, Kerinci, Ibu, Semeru, Sangay, Krisavuk, Etna. So that's about 13 volcanoes being updated today. And we're still looking at a very active volcano number around the planet. Stay tuned tomorrow for the volcanic activity report. Having a look here at the system over top of the United States right now, heading out of the Gulf. Should be an intense week across the United States, and as well for the next day or so through parts of southeastern Australia and the coastline down into Tasmania. Looking at storm conditions and flooding conditions. Thoughts and prayers to everybody affected there, to all of my Aussie friends. And as well, no cyclones to talk about. Still seeing this area of interest in the Indian Ocean. Let's have a look at our 5-day forecast, brought to you by MeteoEarth and Meteo Mike. We're going to start out here always in Calgary, Alberta, home base, as we do have a low pressure system heading over the city right now, bringing a little mixed bag of flurries and some sleet in some areas through Alberta. But watch as this thing moves eastward and splits up. You're going to see a small piece of the low move north and eastward through the state, or through Canada. And as well, watch the other half move southward into the Colorado. So Alberta Clipper moving into Manitoba, bringing snow this week. And as well, a low pressure system developing over Alberta. Going to bring a little dusting of snow, maybe 3 centimeters tonight. As well, we've got quite a big system here affecting parts of Quebec and into Atlantic Canada. Mixed bag of precipitation there as well. And then watch as this Gulf system mixes up with the Colorado low. And you will see a lot of rain and possible extreme weather with this system later in the week. So heads up, my American friends. Overlooking Europe. Still pretty large low pressure system here, heading eastward out of the Mediterranean, affecting parts of Turkey. Heavy snow and a lot of extreme weather, lightning strikes, torrential downpours. Thoughts and prayers to everybody affected there. United Kingdom, you do have moisture coming in later in the week. Could be in the form of snow. Parts of Eastern Europe. High pressure ridge is moving in, starting to warm things up across most of Europe. Southeast China. Got some rain moving in through parts of China later in the week. Big systems here in the Pacific Ocean. the two that are going to be heading into the Alaskan Peninsula this week. Watch for an uptick in seismicity throughout Alaska. Looking at most likely Thursday to Friday. And as well, quite a big system here in the Pacific Ocean north of Hawaii. Be interesting to see what that does in the 5-day forecast. You could have quite a big system heading into the coastline for BC. And you've had pretty much 4 days now of systems that have been racing down the coastline. Overlooking Australia. As you can see, 5-day forecast showing the rain moving out. And extreme weather threats will be leaving. Only moisture here, parts of southeast and a little bit of the northeast Australia. No major systems through Indonesia. Still looking at this area of interest here in the Indian Ocean. Could be heading towards Africa. Overlooking Africa. No major systems to talk about except for possible heavy rains Wednesday to Thursday through Congo and around the volcanoes near Marigongo, near Marigara. Overlooking South America, daily evaporation rains. Could see some heavy torrential downpours through Colombia, parts of northern Brazil. But watch for this system here through Argentina, parts of southern Argentina. You could see some very dramatic weather. Extreme weather breakout for sure. Going to leave you here looking at the northern hemisphere versus the southern, pointing out the major players on the planet this week. Much love to you all, and I appreciate you watching. Stay aware and prepared. Stay young and have fun, and get your morning dew. Much love to everyone. Prayers for humanity. Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.